What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Classic dropping a car vlog. I hope you guys and gals are having a wonderful day. If nobody tells you that God loves you, Christ loves you, and I love you as well, I'm praying that you all have a wonderful day. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to Take It Home podcast, where I talk about professional wrestling topics, and I put up my matches as Classic Alpha, a wrestler of 14 years, so you can look at a lot of my matches throughout the years, and then you can also look at like some stuff from other companies as well. Make sure you also subscribe to C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That is me and my wife's professional wrestling company, and with everything going on, we are still pushing for one of the biggest shows of in May and the year, called 20. The show is called 20. It's our 20th show. Dyer, Indiana, Harold's Property Venue. Tickets are on sale now, May 23rd. $5 off on Eventbrite, but there'll be $5 more at the door at bars. What is going on with this storyline? WWE is doing their thing where they are throwing things to the wall and see what sticks. Especially with like ticket sales and stuff. March 16th was Stone Cold 316 day, and it was like tickets are on sale for WrestleMania 31.6% off, which is a good percentage, but it still probably costs an arm and a leg and your firstborn to still get there. Like, what is going on? Stephanie McMahon showing up on Raw to confront the SmackDown champion, slapping him to motivate him, and he says thank you in a river of boos with the fans, to go all the way to SmackDown, to where Pat McAfee kicks him in the nuts and curses and called doofuses and low ticket sales and attitude era and what and all this other stuff, and Randy just looking like a lapdog and not actually like the guy that's supposed to be in a WrestleMania main event. What is going on? To Monday, CM Punk comes in and does a pipe bomb, and you know, he has some good stuff, especially with The Rock and all of this other stuff, but you know, Roman plastic and all that. Like, I've heard it before, and it's like, it's not that you can't say something what other people have said, but it's like Cena said the same thing. Wasn't that far along from Cena saying it. You know, he's been saying it for these whole weeks. And like I said, Roman and Punk's promos was on fire. Then I was just calling each other out of name. You're old. Oh yeah, you can't do this. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say I expected more from Punk, because Punk can talk his way out of a paper bag and a plastic one at that. But still, it's like, what's going on? Him being anti-establishment against the TKO, getting on Pat McAfee, calling him McAfee, despite the fact that WWE itself has ties with the president. The champion's threatening to be fired and all of this stuff. I guess they're going to be like the front line of WWE. Mind you, these are guys that have left the company and came back a few years ago. These are the guys. These are the guys that are the front line. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just the outside looking in. Not saying that it's, you know, they can't be the front line because they left, but they kind of have similar stories about why they left WWE in the first place and to come back. And then instead of saying, you know, they was getting held back, they're the champions. What's going on, y'all? They are trying stuff, and you're getting views. People are looking at it, the oohs and the ahs, and what's TKO going to do? I don't want TKO involved in WrestleMania at this point. Leading up to, 2 weeks into WrestleMania, now y'all want to bring up the stuff. Some stuff that Cody has said, stuff that The Rock has said. Listen, sure, it was a pipe bomb, but it wasn't better than the first one. You want to know why? Because back then, it wasn't a lot of dirt sheets. It wasn't a lot of stuff about stories. Wrestlers weren't going online and getting interviewed and switching from their character to themselves, Dwayne. People wasn't going on Unreal, Paul, WWE, talking about creative stuff and all of this stuff. Everybody wants a piece of the pie at this WrestleMania that a lot of people are and aren't interested at the same time. What's going on? Because now if things are bad, they're going to blame it on creative or something. Last year, WrestleMania 41, wasn't that good. And what happened? The Rock went to Pat McAfee's show, of all people, which honestly is a full circle moment dang near. And was like, oh, well, I would have changed a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't show up because I wasn't needed. Mind you, he was there when John Cena turned on Cody and stuff like that, and Travis Scott and all of this stuff. Somebody said Last year was Travis Scott and John Cena, and this year it's Pat McAfee and Randy Orton. At this point, that may be the new model for the WWE's regime. A main event is going to have a celebrity be the manager for whatever reason. Now, Pat McAfee's promo, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool. The problem was, Pat McAfee said it. You're going to tell me that Randy needs somebody to talk to him? Well, Randy called him. Randy called him! Like WWE needs him to bring back the attitude era of certain things and all of that stuff. So basically, it looked like they were alluding that Cody was the TKO champion, and he said he was tired of it and didn't want to see it. Mind you, Randy and Cody already had an okay storyline, but still, you're going to sit here and just tell me this to fast forward to Monday, and basically CM Punk was also anti-establishment, and he's going against TKO too and stuff like that. Now, the thing is about dirt sheets and rumors and stuff is that people are saying that Pat was shoehorned at the last minute. Cody even said stuff about it. Oh, you can kiss my what you gonna do, fire me, and blah, 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 blah. I don't want corporate to be involved in it. It's no point to have it right now. It's not going to make it more interesting than what it already is, in my opinion. Unless Cody turns around and sells his soul to TKO during maybe, just maybe. But still, we are next weekend, not this weekend, next week's weekend. We are at WrestleMania. Now we're throwing jabs and certain things. And honestly, Punk and Pat was kind of saying the same thing. It was just kind of saying the same thing. The main thing that CM Punk said was like, lower the prices. Mind you, and there's footage of this, mind you, what's going on. There's a video last year of fans meeting Randy Orton and saying they spent a lot of money to go see WrestleMania, and Randy Orton asked how much did they pay, and they was like in the thousands, and Randy was looking disgusted at the prices. So whose side are we supposed to be on? Are they on the same side? What's going on here? Like, you're going to see it. You're going to say Randy and CM Punk is anti-TKO, and Cody is TKO, but Cody and Punk don't like Pat McAfee, who's shoehorned from alleged TKO agent. Y'all are just doing stuff. You should sub. I appreciate it. Y'all are just doing stuff to stick to the wall. Y'all could have just kept stuff simple. We got about 3 matches that may have some kind of interference, which sucks. It's probably going to be 4, honestly. I think all 4. Roman and CM Punk, somebody's going to get involved. Maybe The Rock. Cody and Randy, they said Pat McAfee's coming out with Randy. Liv and Stephanie, most likely Roxanne is going to come out. And Jade and Rhea. Jade's going to have BFAB and Michin and Io. And some people think Io is going to turn on Rhea. And even then, like, this is just crazy. I thought that these people were brand exclusive. Why is Michin and BFAB wrestling on Raw? Why is Io showing up on SmackDown? Rhea's the only one that has to pass because she won the Elimination Chamber. And usually champions can go to other shows and stuff. Not the Entourage. What's going on, man? What's going on? Thanks for what's going on with everything, man? They just doing anything. And it's like, I think if you sit down and you try to decipher what Punk and what Pat McAfee's beef is, they kind of on the same side when you think about it. Who am I supposed to cheer? Like, people trying to downplay what Pat McAfee said, and like I said, he was the wrong person to do it. But people was cheering him because, one, he was using Randy. People are born seeing Cody. Low key, like I said, everything, all the eggs ain't in one basket yet, but they cracking already before they even hit the basket. So, what are they going to do? I think Cody should turn around and be the bad guy. He ain't even got to work with The Rock. But we don't need no TKO anti-establishment stuff. I think that, but that's still going to be crazy because Randy is evil now with Pat McAfee. I don't know if this is going to sell tickets, bro. I don't know. Now they're saying that like they're going to try to incorporate lower ticket sales. And to me, this is something they should have been incorporating. Like, I understand they sold out and all of this other stuff last year, but this is the main thing for a company that says they listen to social media or they hear what people are saying. Now you're saying it now, a couple weeks before WrestleMania. Some people's decision is already made. Some are going to choose to buy day one and day one tickets. I know. But still, some people's decision is already made. I'm not flying all the way out here. I'm not doing all of this stuff to attend something that's expensive. Me, I already told you, I'm not spending a lot of money on something I knew I wasn't going to enjoy. Now, if it was WrestleMania 40, I'd have been complaining about them tickets, but I would have went and I would have enjoyed the show because both nights were great. They were both great nights. 41, not that great. 42, not even looking good. It's not even lining up right. And I do hope they turn everything around, but they are literally just doing anything. Now we anti-establishment against TKO and stuff like that. Punk was not like this until Pat McAfee betrayed Cody in the world. Punk wasn't like that. Punk is already anti-establishment. I can definitely understand what they're saying and things like this, but he wasn't talking about TKO or nothing at all. He was talking about Roman. Except when he said, who was we? But other than that, now I got a gripe. Oh, I'm mad because Pat McAfee came back. Like, you didn't even address the fact that he was talking about bringing back the Attitude Era and the what? Because Punk wasn't part of the Attitude Era. Heck, let's take it a step further. Randy wasn't a part of it neither. He's part of the Ruthless Aggression Era. Why did he say Ruthless Aggression Era? Why did he say Attitude Era? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, they're just doing anything. It's interesting, but not in a good way, in my opinion. Will they pivot? Who knows? Who knows? Now Pat has to try to fix certain things and connect everything. I know that he had responded to CM Punk saying, now CM Punk is saying lower the ticket prices. So he's basically saying, I'm not worth the high price. Okay, cool. That's a good jab, but I think that's the way he could have just continued to go. He should have continued to talk about that kind of situation and stuff like that. Now Pat has to clean up what he has to say. And I'm sitting here saying that because Pat doesn't need to be a part of this storyline at all. But still, since y'all going to use him, who knows? They might retcon him. Like, you know how they retcon The Rock out of WrestleMania 41? Just retcon him. Like, oh, he just had no involvement with it. It was just Travis Scott. Still, man. What is the point of this? What's the plot? Seems like it's going to be a lot of interferences and a lot of matches at WrestleMania. And that's my thing. It's 2 nights, and you don't need to see a lot of stuff that's repetitive. And that's what it's looking like. Some kind of interference, some people coming in, reveals, all kind of stuff. I'm sick of this, and I'm sick of that. Let's do this, and let's do that. So now at WrestleMania, they're going to start the era of we're mad at the TKO because we want to have authority figures. I don't think we need to have the authority figures right now, honestly. Just have great stories and great matches. Simple. It's simple to me. I think it's simple to y'all. But it's like, yeah, it is cool to look at it, but Punk and Roman and everybody else been sitting jabs at each other, cursing, talking about family. Everybody's saying the same thing. I still don't like, is CM Punk mad at Pat because I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Am I tripping? I want y'all to let me know. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.